Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. As we head into the middle of July and enjoy the balmy temperatures, Environment Canada reminds you to always be prepared for a change in weather patterns. As you make plans for that day at the beach, you should always be aware of your surroundings. Karen Clark of Swift Current has been working as a locksmith for the past 27 years and has encountered a variety of requests from her customers.
Thanks for joining us here today. Hot, humid days throughout the summer season can often lead to storm activity, and you're reminded to keep your eye on the sky.
As we head into the middle of July and enjoy the balmy temperatures, Environment Canada reminds you to always be prepared for a change in weather patterns, especially during those hot, humid days. And although we haven't experienced any major storms this summer, there's still time, as Saskatchewan generally records more tornadoes than any other province.
Certainly July is the peak month for tornadoes, and we know that when we look at this over the last 30 years, I can tell you the province with most number of tornadoes is Saskatchewan, on average of about 18 a year. We saw a couple of years ago where you had as many as 33 tornadoes, and they come again during the mid-afternoon to early evening period, and July is the peak month.
Phillips adds that you should always be aware of the weather forecast for the day and pay attention to any weather statements issued by Environment Canada, which may lead to possible weather watches or warnings for a specific area. And always keep your eye on the sky, as weather can change quickly.
A couple of things I think that one should always be aware of is that, tornadoes don't occur with blue skies and white puffy clouds. There's often some, clearly you can sense it, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can see it through animal behavior that, hey, there's something afoot here, there's something happening into the atmosphere. And so it's always important to be an observer of the atmosphere and look for obvious signs such as dark clouds, dark skies, maybe even a green or a yellow kind of sky that can often set it off, thunder, lightning. These are all parts. Tornadoes are embedded in severe thunderstorms. So there's no sneak attack here. They are well observed before they actually hit.
If storm activity is occurring and you're indoors, get to the basement and stay away from the windows. If you get caught in a storm while out on the roadway, try to find a low-lying area or ditch and cover your head and neck to protect yourself from any flying debris. More details on weather safety tips are available online through Environment Canada. Imagine a destination where you can enjoy world-class dining and unique accommodations. Take a leisurely stroll through streets filled with rich history while browsing for that perfect gift. Buy fresh produce from the farmers market and enjoy a range of cultural events while stepping back in time to learn more about Canada's Old West. Your summer destination is awaiting you in Maple Creek. For event listings and all things Maple Creek, visit our website.
Heading out to the beach or the local pool is a popular summer activity. And whether you're a new or seasoned swimmer, safety should always be top of mind.
This is the time of the year when many try to soak up as much fun in the sun as possible. And as you make plans for that day at the beach, you should always be aware of your surroundings. This includes the depth of the water and any possible hazards, such as a sharp drop-off point or a rock bed. And if young children are part of your group, your attention should always be focused on them at all times.
You have to be within arm's reach, whether you're at the campsite, whether you're at the lake. If you're not within arm's reach, you've gone too far. If you can't jump up and grab them and pull them up really fast, it's too far of a distance. You need to be by your children. They move too fast and they don't understand the dangers, whereas adults do.
And if you're heading out on a boat or any other type of watercraft, remember to wear your life jacket, as PFDs save lives.
People don't wear their life jackets because they think nothing's going to happen. They think, I'm a good swimmer, and so I will be fine. But it's just like wearing a seatbelt in the middle for a car accident. If you're in the middle of a car accident and you're not wearing your seatbelt, you don't have time to put it on. And so even the strongest swimmer, like myself, could get knocked out of a boat, get knocked unconscious because the boat lands on top of me, and now I've drowned.
According to stats, approximately 20 accidental drownings occur in Saskatchewan each year, with 400 recorded nationally. Another exciting season of Market Square returns to downtown Swift Current, featuring live entertainment, fresh garden produce, crafts, and other unique vendors. Market Square, every Saturday at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Proudly presented by the City of Swift Current and Standard Motors, along with Innovation Credit Union and Southwest TV News.
Random acts of kindness can often make a difference in someone's life. In today's feature, we profile a local locksmith. Our ongoing series called Gift for Good is brought to you by the Swift Current Salvation Army, JayDee AgTech and Pharmasave.
I really do hope that as people are watching this video series and hearing other people's stories, they really will observe what's going on in their own lives, see how they are giving for good, look for further opportunities to give for good, and that they will experience all the joys that come from that.
Unfortunately, in our society today, everybody is so caught up in the whirlwind that is their own life that they forget that there are other people out there as well.
You know, giving your time is really valuable, I know, for many organizations, and finding volunteers can be a struggle at for some organizations. So, you know, that time commitment it's definitely worth something to the organizations you're helping.
Karen Clark of Swift Current has been working as a locksmith for the past 27 years and has encountered a variety of requests from her customers. From general key cutting to helping someone who's been locked out of their home or camper trailer. A business which has her working in town or across the Southwest.
Well, I work for the police, I work for the sheriff, safe shelters, I do the banks, plus the businesses, plus residential, plus automotive. And it's a challenge to get into the locks, because I mean, like some you can just walk up, boom, you're in. Next time, it'll cause you problems. You can sit there for a while trying to get it open, you know.
Recently, Karen crossed paths with John Watt and Elaine Tanner, who were traveling across Canada and found themselves in a unique situation.
And I was shuffling some luggage in the back of the truck and dropped the keys in there inadvertently, not aware, slammed the trunk and realized with the security on the car that I was screwed, that I couldn't get the keys out of the trunk and to get the car moving. So I tried to find another way to do it. There's a release for the trunk in the car. There's a security key release. I didn't have that. I started to panic.
Following numerous telephone calls, the couple contacted GV Lock and Key, and the problem was quickly resolved.
Karen comes in and gets her little magic little keys out, a little security stuff, and releases the trunk within less than a minute and just made our whole morning. And we were so elated with her, we took her out for coffee and started talking to her about her life, and she started to share some personal information. And I said, you know, this is a story I think should be shared.
A simple act of kindness which made a world of difference to John and Elaine while restoring their outlook on mankind.
Kind of reached back to thinking, my gosh, there is humanity out here. There is kindness, and that's really what we need to remember, that, you know, just doing a simple thing, a simple act, even, you know, a smile or a helping hand, it is so special these days, and it's so easy to do.
Well, even though Karen's a commercial operation and it's part of her work, there was more of a personal side to her that she cared, and she gave me advice, and also Eileen followed up from Saskatchewan Automobile Association, was very concerned after the slow start. We did have a slow start initially, and she apologized for that and was on the ball, and genuine concern, real kindness and thoughtfulness.
However, for Karen Clark, helping others is a regular part of her daily routine. with each key she cuts or door she opens.
Well, whether it's a tourist or people that have in their own homes, I like to help people, get them through. If it's an emergency, I'll just lock up the shop quick, go there quick.
A random act of kindness which brought these strangers together through a unique circumstance and left this BC couple with a better appreciation of a sense of community in rural Saskatchewan.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.